Says my audio is at 0. I don't believe you, YouTube. I don't believe you at all. I think you're lying, YouTube. YouTube, okay. Hey, welcome, Nermit. Yo, I don't know if you voted in the thing, but thanks for voting if you did. Nice to see you. I'm probably gonna try Gwendolyn for like 1 hour and then go to Artorias of the Abyss, because I set up that boat and it was like 2 votes to Gwendolyn, 3 votes to Artorias of the Abyss, I think. Unless it was 1-1 and then 2. And the point is, it turned into 4 votes, I think, to Gwendolyn, and then 4 votes into Artorias of the Abyss. So, you know, it was just a tie. So now I guess I'm just gonna give Gwendolyn like 1 hour of the stream, and if it doesn't die, we go to Artorias, and then we come back, I guess. We're gonna be streaming for more than 1 hour. Ideally, anyway. Ideally, we'll be streaming for more than 1 hour. I don't know if I'll stop if I kill Gwendolyn. I doubt it, unless it takes a while. But after the first hour, we'll be going to Artorias of the Abyss, and then we'll be doing a 2 or 3 hour stream. But yeah, 1 hour of Gwendolyn. Hopefully it dies. Hopefully Gwendolyn dies. I do need to lock in, but I don't know. You know, a lot of the times I tend to not. You need to. It's. I mean, I can try. I can try to lock in. I can't promise anything. I can try my best, man. If it wasn't, dude, if it wasn't, like I said this thousands of times. I don't like sounding like a broken record. But if it wasn't for the simple fact that I have to do this scaffolding every time, Gwendolyn would have been dead a long time ago. We do so much damage to Gwendolyn. I just lose my patience with the armor. So, I die, but I do. Gwendolyn's not even that hard. Like, it's just the fact that I'm like, oh, I just don't want to be here anymore, and then I keep running, and then I die. If I just play like ultra safe, I think if I just play like ultra safe, we'll win, right? I'm not necessarily sick, but I end up getting sick when it changes weather from, like, what's it called, really cold to really hot, and I hope I don't get sick soon. But I do have a stuffy nose. I do have what's it called, I don't have a sore throat, but I do have a throat that is not normal, I guess you could say, like that. Yeah, so the point is, like 2 days ago, if not 1 day ago, it was raining where I live, and there was a bunch of clouds, you know. As rain happens, I forgot to push the lever. And then today, or not today, yesterday, it turned into 101 degrees, so I'm not sick yet. I hope I don't actually get sick, but thank you for asking. I just have a... It's not an allergic reaction. I just have a reaction when the weather changes. Here too, yeah. It's. I don't want to say it's annoying. I don't hate it. It's just annoying that this happens to me when the weather changes like that. But I'm not like actually sick to the point where it'd be like, oh, you know, I don't feel well to try and this and that, or I don't feel well enough to stream and this and that. This is not the place. I have to go lower. Yeah, if I was sick enough to be like, I can't stream team, I wouldn't have launched the notification or the post I made earlier on. But yeah, about the post. The post ended up being a tie. So yeah, we're just gonna give what's his name? Gwendolyn 1 hour. I mean, 1 hour is not that long. It's already been looking 60 minutes. We just got another 54 minutes to go, team. I do not like having to rotate the staircase every single time, but hey, you know. What can I really do? What I could do is replay the entirety of the game. Could just do that. Honestly, I am tempted to just redo the entire game just to kill Gwendolyn without this. Just new game plus the game so we can kill Gwendolyn without this glitch. Hey, welcome Last and Seta, what's up? Gwendolyn, as you can see, is up next. However, we are not necessarily struggling, right? You know, Gwendolyn is like top 3 easiest boss fights of Dark Souls 1. If not like the #1 easiest boss fight of Dark Souls 1. But I am losing my mind over this little glitch that happened to me, sadly. What's up with you, Less Than Set? You going to play Elden Ring? Yeah, but like I said with the Dark Souls guides and Elden Ring, I hope I get to it this year, right? I only stream on the weekends, so I'm not super sure if we will have enough time this year to get to it while I'm trying to do Dark Souls in order, because we can do Elden Ring after we finish Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. But like I said, since I stream every weekend, I don't know how long it will take. I'm alive at least. I don't know how long it would take to get to Elden Ring, and if it will be this year. Hey, what's up, buddy? Don't teleport. You little shit. Alright. I don't like him. It's them. I don't care. It's a video game character. I'm alive, okay? I was scared, dude. I thought my life flashed before my eyes there. Hi, buddy. What's your move, buddy? No. Okay, so if I'm, let's just say 2 away from buddy, I will, my buddy here will teleport away. Like I said, you know, I mean, Gwendolyn is top 3 easiest bosses in the entire game, if not the easiest boss in the entire fucking game. But, I just, you know, losing my mind over waiting to get here is a bit annoying. Sir, please let me breathe. That would be very kind of you. Thank you for letting me breathe. Oh, I think I'm close enough now. Yeah, there we go. Hi, buddy. Hi, how you doing, buddy? Alright, we got him with a 2-fer. I do see chat moving, but I think I should just, like, you know, actually try instead of read chat the entire time. Not like reading chat the entire time is a bad thing, but like, I'm pretty sure people want to see me kill this boss more than they want me to read chat. I don't know, I can be wrong. I'm just trying to make sure we can get through this. Stop throwing knives at me, buddy. That'd be nice of you. That's the big one. Oh god. Don't you dare, you little shit. Whatever, man. That's the only one that really is like spoopy is the multiple projectile magic The knife can kill me, right? Don't get me wrong. The knife can kill me, but I have an easier time getting past the knife situation than I do have with getting past the blue magic. Oh, there we go. We got another one in there, team. We got one in there. All right. Let's hope we don't die to this magic. We're alive. I got hit by the giant laser, but we're alive. Okay, we're okay. Those are knives, not a big deal. They can't kill me, but they're not that big of a deal. You're gonna yeet yourself into outer space. No, one more, team. We can do this. First try. Totally didn't do it like I don't know. It actually wasn't that long. I did it for like what, 4 hours at most. I think it's less than 3 hours we were trying this boss. But first try, totally. Anyway, he's not dead yet. I could just die right now, and I could be overconfident. I do need to make sure I'm not gonna get deleted by a random magic trick this guy pulls out of his ass. I don't know. I could just, you know, throw. I'm not going to. At least I'm gonna try to not to. But I could just throw. You never know.
Oh, heretic, swathed in dark.
Have you played DS2? I played 3 hours and no signs of the first boss. I just keep dying to common enemies. I played DS2. I fought a boss or two. I got stuck at one of the bosses. But I haven't done like my first playthrough to it. DS2 was a weird start though, which I know what you mean. At least I think I know what you mean by spending 3 hours in there and no sign of the first boss. You were like in some like graveyard type shit. I don't even know how to explain it. But I haven't finished that game, but I think I know what you're talking about. Until he got up to the end. Get good 1 year, 3 million. That, you know. I mean, it wasn't that long. I know you don't mean it like that, but I'm just saying it wasn't that long. As long as I felt like it was, is what I'm trying to say. I felt like it was fucking hours, like 10 hours of my life just here trying to kill that thing. Anyway, you know, we didn't even have to spend an hour here. We spent 13 minutes on Gwendolyn, first try. Definitely wasn't here a few streams ago. I don't need any of this, by the way. I'm just grabbing it. Oh, it makes me feel better. But I don't need any of this. Also, Gwendolyn gives me less souls than fucking Sif. Yeah, you know what? Gwendolyn, #1 easiest boss now. If it wasn't for that glitch, it wouldn't have taken that long. I could have died there and whiff when I had a sliver of health. Thankfully, you know, we didn't make that mistake. So now it's just, you know, it's just time for DLC, and I know exactly where to get that DLC. I don't know what's in the DLC. I've never touched it, so you know I'm in for a surprise. But I do know that it's somewhere in the where the Hydra was. Let's just put it that way. This Ultra Stone Dragon, Undead Parish, Duke's Archives, Cradle Cave, Archives of the Giants, Undead Parish, Death. Is it Death? Depths? It's not Death. Stone Dragon, Ultra of the Grave Lord. It's not Ultra of the Grave. Princess on Rolando, Firelink Shrine. Can I not teleport there? I swear I can teleport there. Do you think Dark Souls 1 will get a remake like Demon's Souls? No, no. I wanted to, but no, no. I don't think so. Maybe in like another 10 years, if not 20, but not anywhere near in the next 5 years. I would like to say I can promise that. I can't. But I am extremely confident that a remake of Dark Souls 1 will not be out in the next 5 years, or announced or anything like that. I want one. but not gonna be anytime soon. There's a way to get to your boy. The Abyss. It's not the Abyss. Where is the Abyss? Alright, I'm gonna teleport to the Abyss. I can't remember. No, not that one. The Abyss. Where does the Abyss take me? Is that where Nito was? I'm sure they will make a remake one day. This game is too big for it not to. But definitely won't be on the PS5. I can promise that one. That's one thing I can promise. Won't be on the PS5. Don't know what PlayStation it'll be on, but it won't be on the fifth one. Yeah, the Abyss is the Four Kings. I guess I could just go to Fire. Can I just go to Firelink? I mean, I technically can just go to Firelink. Arkham Tomb's not the one. Archer of the Grave Lord. Who the fuck? Oh, that's Nito. Archer of the Grave Lord's Nito. Stone Dragon's down there. That's just where the weird drag Cecil's Discharge was. Undead Parish is where I mean, sure, let's just do Undead Parish. That's the closest one anyway. That's the closest one to where we need to go. See, I like Dark Souls 1, right? Like, the map of Dark Souls 1 is what makes it be, like, really close for my favorite Dark Souls. Between, like, 1 and 3. But, it's just... the teleporting thing. Like, either don't let me teleport, or let me teleport everywhere. That's just a me thing, though. Like, if they're gonna have fast travel, I feel that they should just let you teleport everywhere instead of just being like, oh, certain locations and oh, ABC order. Don't get me wrong, I do like it being organized, but ABC order when all the names are miles from each other a little confusing. I am dead. What a shame. I thought there was a platform down there. Thankfully we got rid of Gwendolyn though. Thank you for the advice, Nermit. I definitely needed to I mean, if not log in, I needed to try at least somewhat. Give it a good attempt. Plus that was the best time to at least, you know, try something, because that was the first attempt ever, so you made it in time for the very first try. Like I said, technically, but you know, after a million, where's the other one? Oh, I am gonna have where was it going? Undead Parish. A death counter for, I keep pressing B instead of A because my controller's set up like a what's it called? Like a Nintendo controller. Anyway, I am gonna have a death counter for Dark Souls 3. I don't think I would for Dark Souls 2. I mean, I might just put up a vote and see if people want a death counter. But if it was up to me, I probably wouldn't put a death counter for Dark Souls 2 just because it's a first playthrough. Not like I'm ashamed of how many times I die, but there'll be a lot of deaths and a lot of me forgetting to press the button to keep the counter up. Unlike Dark Souls 3, which I mean, I'm not amazing at the game, but I have played it more than twice, so I would be able to get somewhere. All right, let me start the DLC, you know, and also not fall off into a pit. I think that wasn't the pit, but you know, it counts in my eyes. I fell. And then there was no coming out of where I fell, so you know, it's a pit. I never had floor painting in Dark Souls 1, but I've always been a big... Did I walk past the thing? It's always been a big item for me in Dark Souls 3. I don't have the super cool shield that makes it so I don't bleed, but we're okay. Got to bleed through. We're out of the way. Now we're just gonna try to go through this lower area. Either that or I didn't miss the way down at all. No, I did. Never mind. And look at those 41,000 souls. Who would have thought I needed those, team? Who would have thunk it? Anyway, Gwendolyn does give less souls than Sif, and you know, Visual was right. Sif is a phase 2 boss. Gwendolyn is not even like a phase 2 boss either. Technically, no, you can't kill Gwendolyn before you kill Ornstein and Smough. That doesn't make sense then. Why is Gwendolyn after Ornstein and Smough? Gwendolyn is like 50 times, if not 100 times, maybe 200 times easier than Ornstein and Smough. Am I? Okay, I'm good. I'm somewhere. I don't know how good I am, but I'm somewhere. I'm running. Good and good. That's great. We just follow this side? Question mark. I did think it might have been a better idea to sit at a bonfire in case I fuck this up. But I mean, the only way I can fuck this up is by falling. Yeah, it's by falling. I'm pretty sure the way I make it so I don't fall is by hugging the wall the whole time. Yeah, okay, okay, we're good. Yo, what up, buddy? I have to kill him. How you doing, friend? Ow. You're a joke. Why do you have that move? Who said that was a move that you should be allowed to have? You're already dead, by the way. I don't know who you think you are. Get out of here. So what up? Does she have to, does this person have to live? I am seconds from murdering this person.
So, it is most great. I cometh from so. My home.
Ulasu. Ulasu. No.
Yes, pray forgive. Farewell, may the...
Did I just lose that because I said no? I hope not. I'm gonna be very sad. I'm gonna be so sad if I lost that because I said no to them. Dude, but I'm gonna throw myself here real quick and see if well, technically I should just go back and walk. That is a disappointment and a half. I hope that they didn't just have I was like, I didn't listen to the dialogue. I should just say no and hear what she has to say. It's like, very well, see ya. Never to be seen again. I hope I didn't just fuck this up, cause that I am speechless if I fuck this up by just saying, you know, I hope I can just go through there by walking back. This is gonna be the shortest stream on the planet. This is gonna be over so fast. I'm gonna be sad more than anything. I'm gonna be very sad more than anything. Fuck, I'm probably just gonna put on armor if I said no on accident. And by that I mean by put on armor, I mean we're gonna do this in New Game Plus, and I'm gonna put on armor for it because, if I sit here, I'm assuming this saves, right? If I close my game, it still saves. I'm gonna force close the game, see what happens. That was not the plan. I hope I'm just like overly worried. I hope I'm just a little too worried. I hope that would not be a shining situation. With Gwendolyn instantly. Yeah, I know, game. I know. I hope. I don't even care if I have to redo the Gwendolyn. Who do you think you are, bro? Alright, well, I think it already did save. I'm probably just gonna kill. This will be out, right? Yeah, this is the way out. Here's the... Where are you at? Wow. Wow, you still do something. You're lucky because of that halberd. That halberd's the one that saves your ass. You little shit. You know that halberd's the only reason you're doing damage. Die, nerd. Yeah, shut up. Didn't get his sword. Why? Why though? At least that guy's dead. I honestly, I'm so fucked. If I just said no to going to Ulasil, that's gonna be a fucking moment, dude. I think I'm gonna have to put. I mean, what's up, Azan? I think I fucked up, by the way, Azan. Thank you for saying what's up. I think I fucked up really bad. Thank you for emoting. I think I fucked up really badly, Azan. I'll be honest. I think there's no. Oh, by the way, we killed Gwendolyn first try. Killed Gwendolyn first try on this stream, anyway. But besides that, I think I fucked up. I don't think we're going to Ulasil. I don't think there's gonna be Artorias of the Abyss DLC. I think I made mistakes, team. I think I made huge mistakes, team. I think I fucked up big time. So I killed the golden guy, right? You know, the golden crystal man, right? Then lady came out, right? Lady popped out of gold crystal guy, right? And then she was like, Ulasil, right? And I skipped through the dialogue and I was like, I don't know, maybe I should listen to the dialogue since it's my first time playing through. And I said no to the lady talking about Ulasil. And now she's gone. So, I am sorry. That's the best I can say. I apologize. I think I completely threw the Artorias of the Abyss DLC. I could be wrong, but I think I completely threw the Artorias of the Abyss DLC down the drain by saying no to the Ulasil lady. I could be wrong, but she's not here. The giant board of darkness is not here. The dude bro is not here. And by that I mean the giant crystal man. If you say no to the... How do you even spell Ulasil though? I'll say Dark Souls 1 Ulasil. How do you... Two O's. I thought it was two L's, man. You say no to the lady offering you to go to Ulasil. Dark Souls 1. Yes. I am so sorry. I can't. There's I mean I can go through the entire game again, which I'll probably will do. I probably will very much do. It says I could be. Listen, the you know the internet lies a lot, right? But it says here that if I said no, no worries, Nermit. I don't think you saw a mistake. It says here that if I said no to the lady that will take me to Ulasil, so I killed the thing for the DLC, right, Nermit? The gold golem or whatever. And I talked to the lady that offers you to go to Ulasil, right? And then I said no. So she's gone now. I looked it up. It says she should still let me go to Ulasil. Some other time later. It says I haven't lost it yet. So crossing my fingers that she'll be there. We're gonna go open up the Kill Another First Flame. Is that what it's called? Is it called the Kill Another First Flame? We're gonna go see Great Lord Gwyn. You know, we're gonna see our boy Gwyn. And then we're gonna walk back there and see if Lady's back there. If Lady's not back there, then I'm gonna replay the entire game again, and we're gonna do Artorias of the Abyss DLC, and I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. I wish I was kidding. Become human? Oh, you're right. You're so right. You're so right. I don't think it's gonna fix anything, but I mean, that's something I should try. That's something I should definitely try, is becoming human and then going. I was just gonna try to do this, and then seeing if this was good enough to, like, you know, be like, oh, she'll be back now that you did a thing, you know. But you're right about the humanizing. I would be so sad, dude, if we can't go to Ulasil. I honestly was so scared, and not actually scared, but like I was feeling really bad that I would skip Ulasil because everybody wanted to watch Artorias of the Abyss. We go to we don't go anywhere. We do reverse hollowing first, yo, and then we go to on that parish, and then we talk to Lady. On the parish. I could go to the other bonfire, that's by Taurus Demon, and take the stairs down, but I don't know. It's a little dangerous. I wonder how hard the Artorias of the DLC of the I'm gonna call them the Artorias of the DLC. I wonder how hard the Artorias of the what's it called? Abyss bosses are. Because I haven't, like I said, I did this as practice. I did this as practice to do a soul level 1 run. What's it called? And then I haven't done the Authority of the Abyss stuff, so you could just kick my ass. It's not that deep. No. I just didn't think about you know, using or becoming human. That's why I made it out like that, because I didn't think about reverse hollowing. Hopefully it does, you know, do the thing. Hard with the lion and the dragon are hard. I heard that the lion is, well, unless it's not the lion I'm thinking about. But I heard that one of the bosses, I think it's the very first boss, has very low HP, so he's not that hard. But I could be mistaken. I know the dragon was hard, from what people told me. Not only is the dragon hard, he's also immune to bleed. But you'll probably see me die a lot more. If not, if you didn't already see me die a lot, it's gonna be a lot more. Can lady be back, please? Lady is not back. I am disappointed. Yeah, see, I had a feeling it wasn't gonna fix anything, but I didn't think was that you're poor undead with that armor. See, that's exactly what I'm looking for, Azan. Yeah, I had a feeling that the becoming human wouldn't do much, but I didn't think about it. That's why I tried to be like, yeah, that's good. But dude's not here. Yeah, that's the one thing I was worried about. I mean, even though it's light rolling armor, I'm still confident Azan is right and I'm gonna get one-shotted, but that's the only thing I noticed about Artorias when people are fighting him. It's really just backflips. Check if DLC area sign is there at the location where you killed Hydra. Summon sign outside. Is that what that was? Summon sign. I have one more. I'm not one more. I have a lot of what's it called? Humanity. You guys are right about the summon though. Orb. On that perish. I always have to pull in the hole anyway. I didn't reverse hollowing, I just fucking gave myself humanity. Yeah, so I should go. Look. Yeah. You're right about that. I was wondering why I needed to be human, but it is summon sign. There's good logic. I just don't do summon signs. And I'm still gonna get one-shotted by Artorias. But like I said, when I was watching videos of people fighting Artorias, I hope I don't eat my words. Or maybe I do want to eat my words. But Artorias just looks like he does backflips back to back, you know, it doesn't look like that menacing. I don't know how people parry Dark Eater Midir. I'm not the best at parrying, I'm also not the worst at parrying. I don't know how people parry Dark Eater Midir. I need to do it. I don't know, maybe they're using the item that makes it give you a bigger parry window. That could always be a thing. On who? On the Ulasil lady? I mean, first and foremost, that's an NPC, and even if it wasn't an NPC, It's definitely your past with how much she talks about Ulasil. She just brings up Ulasil every sentence, dude. It's like, I'm alright, girl. I have other things to worry about than Ulasil. You know, we all care about our hometowns and all that shit too, but... Anyway, what did you say? Check if the LC area sign is there at the location where you killed Hydra. That's just a random burn. I hope those little shits don't follow me. I fell. I was trying to look at where the ground was, and I instantly regretted. At least we're already here, you know. I think I just have to use the humanity first. It says, right? It says that this should not be a... what's it called? This shouldn't be blocked forever. I mean, for me, it's not about being flat. It's just about how much he goes on about Ulus. What was I gonna say? I am human in game. I don't remember what it says. Yeah, it say something about how I fell through there. With this, I don't know where that summon sign is, and I hope we're not blocked forever. I know I was saying that. I looked it up, and it's like, oh yeah, you know, they'll be back, you know. That's why I didn't want to do it right away, because I was like, oh, what if I do it right away and the lady just leaves, and then I can't do it anymore, because fucking Dark Souls is like that, kind of, like, people, oh, I suck. People just die. I did Google it. I did indeed Google it. I mean, it did not come up with very great answers, let me tell you that. I Googled it before you came back, and it's like, we know that it works like this. Like, I have the answer up on another monitor. Google it again, if you want me to, but like, I don't know, man. Don't I get married? That's a weird question to ask somebody. I've never been asked that question before. So I don't have an answer to that. For real. I mean, the best thing I could say to you is that I feel like 28 is still young for me to get married, but I could be very delusional. Could also be because of the fact that most of my family is not married. Those are the two answers I can give to you. Alright, there we go. I'm trying to run here. I know that's not what you meant, but I'm also trying to run here, and bit of a problem that I'm trying to fix with this controller that I probably won't get fixed for a few months, but you know, things happen. Drop. Once I get over here, I am gonna Google it, and I'm probably just gonna, what's it called? If these crystal dudes come to me, I'm just gonna try to kill them. We do enough damage not to worry about it. I did answer your questions. I'm not getting married right now, Lamau. I did answer your questions, though. Definitely not getting married right now, damn. It's a weird question to ask. I should kill these guys so we could just look up how to get to where I need to get or what I need to get. That way they're not in the way. I don't think they should lock on. Locking on is gonna get me in trouble. I know I'm going the wrong way right now. I just don't want these guys to be in my way. Pop, pop, there we go. He's so close to dying. Alright, guys. Yeah, I just don't want these guys to be here anymore. I dislike them a lot. The only thing that can kill me is the blood loss there. Which is a bit of a shame, but hey, you know. That's the price I pay for more damage. Alright, they're gone! There we go. Yeah, I know I'm going the wrong way. I'm just trying to get those guys killed so I can stand still. Because otherwise I can't stand still. Visually the area coming back later. Attend the broken pendant from Crystal Golem and the Duke's archives. I don't think I think that's the only thing I'm missing is this whole crystal pendant thing. I did say no to Lady, so maybe I'm not missing the crystal pendant. I don't know what like pocket slot it would be. That's just the no effect pendant that we grabbed at the beginning of the game. Anyway. Check the street road. What street road? Guide, finger, dark sign, pendant, twin humanities. Humanities, so Gwendolyn. Yeah, it's not on this one. These are just cyanide slabs. These should be key items. Killer dog, crystal Taurus, dungeon cell. Or just keys. Pretty confident I need that. I need that broken pendant from a crystal golem in the Duke's archives. Oh! Yeah, because it wouldn't be in any of these other slots. You're right, on the remit. That's just fucking rings and it won't be there. We just gotta go get the pendant at Duke's archives. Yeah, I don't know which dude has it though. I could fucking Homeward Bone. I didn't become human here, but regardless I need the crystal pendant. Could Homeward Bone, but it's a lot easier just to throw myself in a cliff. I'm assuming I need to kill the golden ice golem or just any ice golem. And I'm sure it's not any ice golem, but I'm trying to figure out which one it looks like. I think I remember there being one in like a corner or some shit. I think one of the crystal demons has the pendants. Yeah, I think it's one of the crystal demons that's like in the corner of this library or something like that. Sir! Thank you. My boy, get out of the way, please. Oh, what a shit. Oh, okay. We're okay. We're not the best, but we're okay. We're okay. think he was somewhere out here. He's either somewhere out here, or he's, ow. Yeah, that guy. That guy. See, I knew he was in the corner. I knew he was in the corner. Pretty sure that's that guy. Do I want to go from Manderley on the bonfire? We'll do it for fun. Technically it is easier, even though there are the boars there. Yeah, no, I know that this will take me to where I just was. I was just like, do I want to deal with the boars? Or do I want to deal with the skeletons? I'd rather deal with the 2 boars. And not deal with a caster man. Yeah, I need a crystal pen that I go through. I'm pretty sure I would have needed it even if I said yes to Lady. I was concerned that we were just screwed and there was no way back from that. Oh wow. Are the pigs just dead and didn't come back? Seems like it. Damn. Well, this is much easier. You're right, Nermit. This is much easier. Yeah, we just take the lift. Where's the button for the lift? Over there. It's not a button, but... I pressed the button for the lift, even though my character just pulls the switch. Let me in! Thank you. I've seen people fight in the Artorias of the Abyss DLC. I haven't really seen people go through it. Dude, I should have said at the bonfire that was down there. I didn't even remember. I was like, this should be fine. This should be easy. I'm proud of you for doing that at 14. Sadly, games were not out for me while I was 14. But, no, I'm proud of you, dude. Alright, I'm gonna... Wait, did I sit at that bonfire? Is that where I'm here? I guess I did sit at that bonfire and I just forgot. Well, good thing I did do that. I'm getting beat up. There's another guy over there. Alright, we're gonna go for that one first. Alright. Get this little shit hiding behind the corner. Are you not dead? Let me go. I can't see. Thank you. Why does that arrow do so much damage? I would like an explanation on why that arrow does like shitloads of damage, dude. me heal, please. All the game's like, nah, you gotta roll that way while you're fucking aiming at people. While you're locked onto people. This is why I never really liked using lock on. But it's a lot easier to miss with this weapon than it is with a giant washing pool. I do these hurt a lot. That's different. That's actual magic. You little shit. I'm gonna get blood loss from this guy. I don't care. You're gonna die. That's what I care about. Alright, there's the lonely dude. There's the guy. There's the guy that's just chilling. Hey, I thought you'd let me backstab you, buddy. What a sham. No backstabs allowed. Ah, what the fuck? Where'd you come from, dude? I dislike you. Thank you. There we go. Boom. Alright, so just sit down at the bonfire and walk back down there. I don't think I need humanity. I could be wrong. I'm gonna do humanity anyway. I'm gonna reverse hollowing anyway, but I don't know if I need it. Or activating DLC. Warp to on the parachute. What's up, Andre? Sadly, we're never gonna talk to you again, Andre. We could kill Andre, but like, why would you kill Andre? Like, I could kill Andre. Also, I can't believe there's still that much bloodstains. I don't know if bloodstains are the same as the ghosts, the player ghosts, or the player ghosts are from people. Whoa, who are near your level. But the bloodstains, if those are from near my level, that's kind of funny that people near my level would be dying to Titanite Demon. I don't know if it is like that. I got 4,000 souls. We got them from killing a few skeletons and one giant crystal golem. They do look like ice golems. They're crystal golems, although it's weird that well, technically it's not that weird because you know you do have quartz crystals that look yellow like that. So what am I even talking about? There's just crystal golems walking around. What do you think? What do I think about what? Alright, we're going on our way. I think I'm gonna beat these guys up. That's what I think. By that I mean these crystal golems that are here so I can get through. If I had to come back anyway. About you beating or completing the All Souls games at 14? Pretty proud of you for doing that at 14. I'm gonna walk across, see if that's what I need to do. If that's not what I need to do, at least I know I have the crystal pendant. I'll come back, kill these crystal golems, and then nothing will be in the way, thankfully. Hey, there we go. We got the crystal pendant. And now we can get through. Thank you, team. Thank you, Zon and Nermit, for helping me out. Otherwise, I would have been like, I don't know if I needed humanity for that. Not entirely sure if I needed humanity for that, but we made it in. And then this is Tiger Chimera thing. Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing, buddy? I heard legends of the Sanctuary Guardian. I heard legends. Oh god, you're a little faster than I thought. I wasn't told you were that fast. I was told you were slower. I'm not sorry, but I was told you were slower. Anyway, it's dead now. Bye. It has no HP. I just wasn't able to get more than one swing at it. What even is that move? No, you will not get more than that. Okay, maybe you will. Isn't Sunbro dead though? I mean, you mean I'm sure you mean Solaire, right? I killed Solaire though. That's the best way I can save Solaire, unless you're talking about something else. Unless you're talking about like the story overall on saving Solaire. See, that's again, the Solaire. Listen, if we're talking about the lore and all that about Solaire, the main reason I kill Solaire, unless it's not this. Did you see the new Elden Ring trailer? I did not see the new Elden Ring trailer because I don't want to be spoiled. It looks pretty cool though. Everybody's pretty hyped. Yeah, a lot of people are, you know, they're like, oh yeah, Sanctuary Guardian is a joke. Can we save Solaire? That's the only reason why I started killing NPCs. Because I didn't like how his quest ended up going. In the way that, like, he just gets eaten by those weird worms. What is man's doing, though? He's, like, paddling in the air. Stop air paddling, bro. No. I don't know who you think you are. I don't know who you think you are. You're a dude with red eyes at most, buddy. You're not that guy, buddy. Rip Solaire. I always kill Solaire. And the reason why... what's it called? I do that a lot is because of how he ended with the head thing at the end of his story. I didn't know you could save him. Oh, it's this ring called the Darkwood Grain Ring that somebody in chat told me about. Told me to get it from the guy that's guarding the other guy that sells the washing pole. Thank you for dropping in, Proco. Let me look up the name of the guy that sells the washing pole. Who sells it? Shiba of the East. Shiba of the East has a bodyguard. If you kill the bodyguard, obviously you have to kill Shiba of the East as well. But if you kill the Shiba of the East bodyguard, you can also get this ring, which gives you this animation that gives you even more frames. But yeah, I haven't seen the new Elden Ring trailer just because I didn't really want to get spoiled on that DLC. It looks really cool just from the cover art and all that. Valerian Fire on Nights. Valeria is in Elden Ring. I hope. That'd be crazy. I don't mind spoilers. I just didn't want to like look at it myself. You guys can talk about it. I don't really care. But I just didn't want to look at it myself for spoilers. I hope that makes sense. Like, you guys can talk as much as you want. I can't really have the game itself spoiled to me, but I just don't want to go look at the videos where I'm gonna be like super excited and I'm gonna be like, yeah, I should go buy it. I think I'm okay. I think I should wait and finish the Dark Souls games before I buy Elden Ring. Alright, team. We're somewhere. Ulasil. What the hell is that? Hello? Whoa. No shit. Oh, these are the groundskeepers, the forest keeper people. I remember seeing this place in videos. Wait, what new trailer? Yeah, the Night Rain. There's a new trailer for Elden Ring Night Rain that I saw pop up in my feed. Elden Ring Night Rain is a mixture of multiple Souls games. I didn't know that. But yeah, feel free to like talk about it. I don't care. I just didn't want to watch it myself because I don't want to spoil it for myself. But I don't like people talking about it and saying what's in the game. It's not spoilers for me. Wow, man, now I can't kill, now I can't fucking kill, now I can't kill Solaire in Dark Souls because he made it to Elden Ring. Oh, hi, hey buddy, can you like get out of the way though? I'm a little bit busy here, you little shit. Okay, good. I was like, how fucking rude, dude, how fucking rude can you be? And look, a crystal lizard. Oh, well, that's that. That's cool to know. I didn't know. I didn't watch the new Elden Ring trailer, but that's fucking amazing. I'm glad to see Solaire back. He was great. He was so cool. Even though I killed him, he was so cool. By the way, I don't know where I'm going. I'm just rolling through the woods, cause I mean, it's Dark Souls, you know? Like, Dark Souls is not difficult to get through, it's just difficult to get out of. I could just keep rolling for the end, till the end. So I'm not gonna spoil characters by saying their name. Ow! I mean, feel free to say whatever you like, I'm just letting you guys know. It's up to you though, because like I said, you will see me play Elden Ring, so it kind of is like what you want to spoil for yourself when I'm playing Elden Ring. This is an elevator. Seems like an elevator. There we go. Easy clap. Where the bonfire is, I don't fucking know. What is that? What art thou? Hey, what's up?
Let me guess. Snatched by a shadowy limb and dragged off to the past.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, of course. Exactly what happened to me. We are both strangers in this.
1 year is
strange
not that
land,
long, my guy.
but at least now there are two of us.
What do you sell for me? Nothing useful.
So long.
I am so tempted to kill this dude. I am not the type of dude to wait for trends, and if I stream Elden Ring on DLC, I'm gonna get buried. I know what it's like. If you stream Elden Ring as soon as the DLC comes out, you get buried under everybody else who's streaming DLC streaming it as soon as the DLC comes out. I'd rather chill and wait and not get buried. Everybody's playing Elden Ring. Why would I join in on that? Not after this. Lomao. I was looking for a bonfire. Like, it wasn't even that long ago. A few months ago, everybody was playing, what's it called? What's it called? He won't bite you later. Well, good thing you told me that, because I was gonna kill him. Invade you later. Good thing you told me that, because I was gonna kill him. Oh yeah, that's Artorias! I didn't think they'd be right away, damn. Yeah, a few months ago, Hades 2 was all the rage, dude. Everybody's like, Hades 2, Hades 2. Oh my god, early access Hades 2. Nah, dude, fuck that shit. I don't think Hades 2 is bad or anything, don't get me wrong. But like, I don't, you're never gonna see me. Okay, maybe I should never say never, but I will rarely ever stream a game when it's like popular or when it's like the new hot thing. I don't know. That's kind of not my thing to go after the newest content. It's kind of boring to go after what everybody else is doing already. I have no Estus Flask. That's why. I was talking about Hades 2 early access. Have you? Here's the thing, Nermit. Have you played Bastion though? Cause like, don't take it the wrong way. This is very easy to take the wrong way, and I'm sorry for anybody else that's played Hades 1, and this comes off the wrong way. But have you played Bastion? That's the question. Cause the only reason why I had no Estus Flask, but thank you for the commentary thing, Gold Nuts. The only reason why I don't like Hades 1 is because I played Bastion, and Bastion is what came before Hades 1. So I just see Hades 1 being exactly the same as Bastion. So that's the reason why I'm just like, not disheartened, but I'm a little numb to how good Hades 1 is. I already played it. I played it years before Hades 1 released, you know? I think it's really good, don't get me wrong. I don't think Hades 1 is a bad game. I think Hades 1 is a 10 out of 10, but like, for me, it's just not it, because I already played Bastion, you know? It's on every console, so if you get a chance to try Bastion, you should. Yeah, Bastion is made by the same people who made Hades, so I should always suggest people try it. Like I said, I'm not saying Hades 1 is bad or boring or anything like that. I'm just not there for it, or Hades 2. Because Bastion, I'm not like being like, oh, Bastion did it first or anything like that. But you know, I played it. So it's like, it's a recent experience. It's not as cool as it should be because, what's it called? You know, Hades 1 is cool. We will be doing Hades 1. I don't know if I'll stream it or if I'm just gonna do videos on it. But I don't know how long it'll be for that. This is the reason why I never promise when or what is gonna come out. I want to do millions of things and they're gonna come out, but in what order? That's a promise I can't give you. I have 3 Estus Flasks. We got this. Alright, buddy. How you doing? He's doing this little backflip. And then he does another swing. And then swing. Okay, that was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one. I'll give you that one. I haven't seen that one yet. Damn. I'm smiling because I have not seen that move yet. He's gonna hit me twice with this. Yeah, that's annoying. I was too early. And even if not, I should have gone to the left. I don't have a Discord. I have Discord. I just don't have a public Discord server because, I mean, I hope you don't take this the wrong way. Again, I don't mean any of this the wrong way because a lot of people that were younger than 18 doxed themselves. They were like, here's my street address, here's my mother's maiden name, and I'm not trying to make fun of people, don't get me wrong, I'm just doing a voice for emphasis. But like, I don't have a Discord server because I don't want people to keep doxing themselves. He did combo hard there. I was like, damn. I was impressed with that double flip. But yeah, I don't have a Discord server or anything like that because of people doxing themselves and stuff like that that happened. But we're probably going to end up doing a private Discord server. And by probably, I mean it's most likely gonna happen once we get the whole membership situation going. But for now, you know, I do have a Discord account, don't get me wrong. Most people would. Since I don't know any other voice messaging or voice chat options. Yeah, there we go. I don't know any other voice chat options besides Discord. But yeah, people just kept typing in their addresses and stuff, and I deleted. Oh, I didn't delete the Discord, but I technically deleted the Discord. I did not want to do that. I did not want people to get themselves in trouble. Alright, there we go. I deleted every messages and stuff like that from the people who, you know, give up their information. Anyway, let me try not to get destroyed by Artorias here. That's pretty cool though. He reminds me of those guys from Dark Souls 3. The squad. You guys know that squad that rolls up on you? Okay, well. I mean, I get it, bud. I get it. A lot of people would agree with you, George Dinku. I like DS3, well, maybe not a lot more. I do like DS3 more, but DS1 is just the best in terms of map. Hey, thank you for saying hi to chat, Sam. Yeah, DS1 is the best in terms of map design in my eyes. It's why the main reason why I love it just as much as Dark Souls 3, even though I like Dark Souls 3 more. But it's a pretty close race between them. If it wasn't for the fact that like the upgrading system and some of the grinding is a little tedious, I would love Dark Souls 1 more. I mean, I'm sure anybody that's tried to get that platinum trophy and try to get that achievement or trophy or 100% thing for upgrading every single piece of armor can say something similar, but it is pretty close between 1 and 3 for me. I would say DS3 is a little better, but only because of like quality of life things. I don't think it's better because of design or this or that. A bit more quality of life stuff. My Little Pony is the best DS, hands down. Well, the best DS is... I know this is not what you meant literally, but I don't even think there's a My Little Pony DS. Beat by Ring and Blood Shield help the bleed loss from the scythe if you care about that. I do have the Blood Shield. Thank you for the advice, by the way. I do appreciate advice. I did not get Bleed Blight Ring. We cannot get Bleed Blight Ring because I think I'm stuck here. But I'm not super concerned about the bleed. I was super concerned about the bleed with another boss. The Four Kings, for some reason, when I fought the Four Kings... I'm dead. For some reason, when I fought the Four Kings, they got me to bleed like after 2 swings, and I fucking hated that. But that's a good plan, Nermit. I think you should go cycle. The best Dark Souls is the friends we made along the way. I love how you say that, Sam, but like, I killed every NPC, well, almost every NPC. The boat says DLC first now, or does the boat say DLC first when I started streaming? That's the question, Nermit. Because the boat was tied when I started streaming. Yeah, the boat was tied when I started streaming, and it only had the 4 boats. I don't know who did the boat. I thank you for boating. Don't get me wrong. Thank you for boating. But whoever voted after I started streaming, I apologize. If you didn't vote after I started streaming, I apologize for not catching that in the like 30 minutes or less before I started the actual stream. And then when I checked, oh, that was you. My bad. But thank you for voting, Lermit. I did not see that. I did not see that. Thankfully, we killed them. Well, listen, Sam. Almost all the NPCs die on the wall. I mean, I was under the impression, by the way, I am not actually upset, but I am somewhat upset. I was under the impression that every NPC in the game, right? I was under the impression that every NPC in the game, well, maybe not every NPC, almost every single NPC in the game would not come back in the other Dark Souls, except for Patches. Patches always comes back. So I ended up just killing every NPC. I mean, they don't show up the next game, so technically, canon-wise, they're dead, right, team? You know, if they don't show up in Dark Souls 2 or 3, technically in canon, they're dead as fuck. So, you know, there's no problem with me killing them. But apparently, according to Elden Ring Night Rain, no. I mean, I'm not actually upset about them being back, but no, they're alive. Elden Ring Night Rain brings them all back to live. This is what I'm watching. According to Elden Ring Night Rain, they're not dead. Alright, buddy, can you, we're not even in phase 2 territory. How much room do I have to heal? Not enough, let's just say. I have room to heal somewhere, but I have to find it. Nice swing, bud. Ow! Don't throw your goop at me, dude! You little shit. Is this your phase 2, or are you just, you know, doing your Super Saiyan? Ah, did he one-shot me up? My Little Pony preferred a small edition. That sounds like something My Little Pony would do. Don't personally, I'm a fan of the Powerpuff Girls DS. Anyway, I'm trying to justify your murder spree. The blood on your hands is still there. I mean, am I trying to justify it? I guess I am trying to justify a murder spree in a video game. I didn't kill Patches though, okay? I didn't kill Patches. I don't know how people feel about that. Patches is still alive. I only pushed him down the pit. Don't worry, that wasn't the bottomless pit. He definitely lived. Unlike when I wanted him to be dead. He lived. After 3 hits I can stop it? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought that was phase 2 when he did that. Alright, there we go. Just throw that back up. Patches always throws you in the pit. He deserves it. Lamau or LMAO it's just an old word at this point for LOL. Practically, let's just leave it at that way. It's just a longer acronym for LOL. But if you want the actual acronym, it's laughing my ass off. That's what the acronym stands for. But it's just a longer version of fucking LOL. LMAO used to be a song too anyway. It wasn't a good song, I just remember. Sir, I would like to heal. Thank you, sir. You are so kind. Don't! Oh, you didn't hit me with that, but the disrespect, man. I cannot focus with this guy disrespecting me, just throwing sludge at my fucking face. How fucking rude. I've never had a boss just throw fucking pocket sand, you know? Artorias, man, he's definitely an elite warrior if he pulls out the pocket sand tactic. Buddy. Ow, I fucked up. Alright, there we go. Bam. Oh, he backflipped, dude. What a shame. I hit him, though. I'm dead, but I hit him. Oh, he's like, well, me. Yeah, it doesn't mean laugh, man. Sam is that you can't get good. That's just a longer acronym for LOL. It's an old word for LOL now. I just think it's funny to say it out loud because it's dumb to say it out loud. That's why I say it LOL like that, because it makes me laugh. Because it was always dumb to be like lol. I won't. I don't know why, but I can't do just saying lol. It feels weird. But I don't know. Saying LOL just makes me laugh for some reason. Bro, lower 2 is too big. Have to do something to fill in the walk back to your boy Artorias of the Abyss. I could just, you know, actually dodge. By the way, has anybody watched Team 4-Star and Dragon Ball Z Abridged? Because every time I play this game, the only thing I can think of. I know everybody says get good and skill issue and all that for Dark Souls, but ever since, I mean, I say ever since, like, Dragon Ball Z Abridged came out after Dark Souls, even though Abridged came out before Dark Souls. Point is, instead of everybody saying, like, get good or skill issue, I always just think of fucking Piccolo saying dodge. If you didn't know about Dragon Ball Z Abridged, none of that makes sense, but it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to fill space until I get here. And I died. What a shame. This is a heads up, by the way, for everybody. I know I'm naked. Why did I put my shield away? I don't remember. I know I'm naked in game, but this is my first time going through this DLC, because I actually accidentally skipped the Artorias of the Abyss DLC. Yeah, this boy Artorias is something else. I fell in the hole because I was wiping my eyes because I was laughing too much at just saying Lamau, and not just that, because I just died instantly when I went in there. I think that kind of stuff was funny. All right. How many bosses are there in here, though? 3 or 4? Because the only ones I know of is the Chimera we fought, Artorias, and what's his name? What's his name? I don't know his name. The dragon. I don't know his name. I'm okay. I was just laughing. Thank you for asking. Otherwise, it's like really hot in real life. But you know, I'm not one to complain. Celsius, it would be like 35 Celsius for those of you who are Celsius, around 35. I don't know exact Celsius, but that's around 35. Fahrenheit would be above 100. Above 100 Fahrenheit. Alright. Voice feels like you haven't slept for 7 days. That's just what my voice sounds like. A lot of people say that. People say I sound drunk. I get that all the time. Torius, Calamite, and Manus. Yeah, I forgot about Manus. That's why I'm laughing. But then it's the dragon, dark dragon, it's Calamite. Something Calamite. But Manus is the one I forgot about. I was like, Lottie die, it'll be fine. Let me drink some water real quick. I get that a lot. People say I sound drunk. I don't drink alcohol though. I don't like alcohol. Don't die. Guess a good tip for life, dude. That's like the #1 life. Oh god, #1 life hack. Don't die. Okay. That's such a noise. That hurts. That hurts emotionally. Just getting double slammed hurts emotionally. Anyway, buddy. Okay. You have to worry about range with this one. I could swap. If I really feel like it, I could swap to a longer weapon. Yeah, Dark Eater Madeira is what I was trying to say, but that's not his name. It's something Calamite. I was trying to say Dark Eater Madeira, but it's something Calamite. Love that tip, Sam. I love that attitude. Oh, also, by the way, for anybody that has any questions about the situation, this is the stat spread out. I don't think I missed anything though. Great Sight is better for sure. This is Priscilla Scythe. I don't think the bleed is the problem. That's the thing. It's just me not going for it. Yeah. Is he just Calamite though? Or doesn't he have a prefix? I'm trying to make this game harder on myself. Just FYI. I started running around with no armor. Thank you for saying, you know, if that thing matters to you, because you know, at least I got the sense that you understood that, you know, some people don't care about the bleed pool though. Yeah, I'm just trying to make the game a little harder, even though this is the first time we've gone through there. I'm practicing Pro Soul level 1, even though dumping this much into his endurance, I've said this before. The scythe kills with Dex. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. It's not even about that. I mean, look. Where is it? Scythe kills with Dex, right? +5. Where the fuck is the other one? Where the fuck are you? Washing Pool also scales with Dex. I mean, nothing scales with endurance. At least I don't think anything scales with endurance. Dude, okay, Sekiro is scary. I played Sekiro. I don't own Sekiro, but Sekiro is a bit scary in the sense that, like, it forces you to do the parry thing. I am not horrible at parrying, but I'm not good at it. I can parry, what's his name, the last boss of Dark Souls 1 to death, but Sekiro parrying is something I would have to get good at. I'm glad you brought that up. I do appreciate you letting me know that Scythe scales with Dex. I do know that. Yeah, no, I do know that weapons scale with Dex and strength only. I just wanted to use the washing pool for distance, and then somebody in chat suggested the scythe for bleed, but obviously it doesn't work on everybody. It won't work on what's his name? What's his name? Calamite? Yeah, Calamite. Yeah, I know that endurance helps with carry rate and stamina. That's why I was saying, like, oh, I don't think it would be a good idea to do leveling up endurance when I'm trying to practice for Soul level 1, considering what's it called? Considering yeah, we won't have as much stamina at all. There we go. That is not the sword I wanted, but it's okay. Yeah, that is not the sword I was supposed to have. I guess I can see how many hours. I don't have that many hours in Dark Souls 1. I don't know how many people missed this, but I've only played Dark Souls 1 one time. This is my second playthrough of Dark Souls. I have 132 hours in Dark Souls 1, but I definitely haven't what's it called? Played through the game more than once outside of this. Outside of streaming it, I mean. Like from Soft, new players are gonna frequently use thrust attack and made only one person who can punish Wolf. Thanks for the information though, George Dinku, just in case I didn't have that. I guess like we mentioned before, I'm just trying to do this for Soul Level 1, but maybe relying on endurance isn't the best when we're gonna have a depletion of what's it called? Of stamina. Is this a build? Would you call this a build? I only have 20 strength and dexterity because I wanted to hold washing pool. We're just pumping endurance for having the lowest stats. Not necessarily the lowest stats possible, because like I said, I have 20 strength and how much? Dexterity, 16 dexterity, so I could hold this washing pool. But I mean, I wouldn't really say we're going for a build. I should have just put the life on scythe before I came here. We're just trying to get used to this. For the Soul Level 1 run that I'm gonna be doing, it will just be with armor and what's it called? It'll just be with, or not with armor, without armor, and with any weapon that I can equip at Soul Level 1 practically. Where is my scythe? I don't think I'll struggle, and by the by, we've killed everything. We killed every boss, every optional boss. So for those of you who just came in here, that's Lifeline Scythe. This was the very last portion of the game besides Gwendolyn. Got a glitch with Gwendolyn, but Gwendolyn's dead now, so the glitch with Gwendolyn doesn't matter. So we're doing this, which is just, you know, the Chimeras, Artorias, Calamite, and Manus. And after that, we just finish the game. So, like you said, I'm pretty confident with these stats we can finish the game. I don't have membership or donation because YouTube wants 30,000 watch hours. I had 30,000 watch hours, but YouTube doesn't count watch hours after a video was deleted. A lot of people watch the streams, and there was a stream that I was doing that was 365 days of Darkwood, but after those streams were deleted because I changed my day job, since I've swapped between doing, you know, full-time day job, part-time day job, full-time, you know, content creation, part-time content creation. I've been lucky enough to be able to swap between them. I wasn't able to continue with the live streams for those, like the Darkwood 365 days live streams, so I deleted them. And I didn't know that YouTube wouldn't count the watch hours, which is kind of dumb of me, to be fair, to be like, oh, it's still gonna watch the count hours, the watch hours. So I did not qualify anymore, which is why we're doing these streams. Thank you for asking, and I'm glad I could answer that question for everybody. If anybody else was curious. Ow. Alright, buddy, I can not shoot. This is why I hate logging on. I need to not log on to Mans. I know it's harder to miss, but I don't like logging on. It occurs to SL1 run and use the blacksmith hammer and the lightning infused mace. Pyromancer is gonna be interesting to upgrade. Yeah. I can't kill everybody. I can't kill everybody in the Soul Level 1 run. Because we're doing Power Within, Bare Tombstone Ring like most people. We're obviously not wearing any armor, like I said, which is why I'm not wearing armor right now. I am going to put a shield on my back for, you know, blood shield and fucking Grasscrest shield as I'm right now. Besides that, we're not going to really have anything. I'm going to put on the Wolf Ring for poise. But I can't imagine doing a Cursed Soul Level 1 run. I do live for the one shot. I have said this before. I do indeed live for the one shot, but I don't know. Something about being cursed. Something about being cursed. I know it just reduces my health and gets me to the one shot faster, but I don't know. Something about being cursed is just something I don't feel. Bro, getting a feeling you're bad at this game, bro. I believe in you. I am bad at this game. I'm glad you noticed. Focus on damage output, indeed. Yeah. Tearstone Ring, Power Within. Just get as much damage in and dodge. By the way, the reason I'm doing spins is because my left joystick gets stuck every now and then. I know that sounds like excuses. If nobody wants to believe me, I don't care. I hate it more than anybody else to begin with. That this joystick is a menace at times. Not all times. I said I wasn't gonna lock on, didn't I? What a shame. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. It's good. Good to know. Damn. See, this is what it looks like when I don't know what I'm doing. Because every other boss, right, I've actually fought like more than once. Like I said, I haven't finished the game more than once because I've only done the stream. But every other boss I've fought, I don't know if I fought every single one multiple times. I definitely haven't fought the final boss of this game more than one time. But I've had multiple attempts to practice at all the other bosses. Gwendolyn, pass me the controller. Gwendolyn, what's it called? What's his name? What are the other guys' names? There's so many names. Sith the Scale is fucking I forget. Ornstein and Small, you know. Control joystick does that too. It stops working. Need to press it hard. I hate that, dude. And I hate that. I don't know if anybody else feels this way. I would pass you the controller if I could. I'd pass you this controller and use a different one very easily, but you know, it's not available. The point I'm making though is I don't know if anybody would agree with me on this. I don't know if this is a hot take or anything, but ever since the Nintendo Switch came out, and this might make me sound like I'm crazy, ever since the Nintendo Switch came out, every single fucking controller I have touched has had drift on the joystick and on the left joystick. I don't know if I'm just crazy, I don't know if that's just placebo, but every single fucking controller I have touched since the Nintendo Switch has come out has always drifted. And it's always been the left one. Anyway, let me, you know, dodge mans. Hi, buddy. If I stutter step, it's because of the controller, FYI. I'm sure the stutter stepping is very blatant. The good news is I do a decent amount of damage with my, what's it called, scythe. The other thing I don't know is your boy Artorias bleeds, because like I said earlier, Calamite definitely does not bleed. I don't got jokes, Nermit. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm bad at this, and I'm bad at jokes. So I ain't got shit to give you there. At best, I'm good at filling space with irrelevant or relevant. It depends on the person. Things about video games. Like, man, did you guys see? I don't know how many of this matters to people. I don't know how many of you own Xbox. Man, did you guys see that those Xbox games are gonna be $80? I wish that was a joke. I wish $80 video games were a joke. That was come back from the. I can do some dark jokes like, you know, the whole dad coming back from getting milk situation. Yeah, $80 video games, dude. I'm not paying that. I don't know if anybody likes Monster Hunter. I was thinking about paying Monster Hunter Wilds when it came out. Saw the price tag. I'm like, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm okay with $60, and I was okay when the games went up from 40 to 60, you know. But man, oh man. I wish I would at least hit him there. Gotta remember he does too, then. I need to remember not to lock on to him as well. I keep fucking forgetting about that. Hi buddy, could you give me some room? He did not want to give me room. Whose dads didn't leave in my generation, Nermit? I gotta be honest. Whose dads didn't leave in my generation? I don't know many people who are my age whose dad didn't leave. But anyway, that's the kind of jokes I don't want to get part of. I mean, I don't really mind, right? Like, it's not like a person that I have a problem with saying, but it's kind of true. Ow. I thought I would have a harder time figuring out how to get to your boy Artorias. There's literally just a little building here with an elevator taking you back. Calamite is next, and like I think I've said already in this stream, Calamite, I know for a fact, does not bleed. I want to kill that guy so bad. Guy in the corner is just very tempting to take a swing at. After getting beat up by Artorias. Very tempted to take the swing at the helpless NPC. I don't think he's helpless. I don't think any NPCs in this game are helpless. But you get what I'm trying to say. Alright, buddy, get over here. Oh. Okay, good. Got something. He killed me though, sad. Oh yeah, that wasn't necessarily a joke, Nervit. The joke was about milk, but no, my dad. Well, maybe left is a strong word, but yeah, I mean, I never saw my dad. I don't want to get it to there, right? Like, I'm not the type of person to be like that. I don't really like talking about, not because it's like, oh, you know, it's painful or this or that. Like, yeah, sure, it is painful to me to an extent, but somebody not knowing about it isn't really anything that bothers me. But no, that's not like an actual joke about my dad. Like, I don't know my dad. Let's just put it there. But it's not like something that is wrong to ask, I would say. It definitely was a lot weirder to ask about if I was married, gonna be honest here. But yeah, no. I do not know anything about my dad. Well, maybe that's also a strong statement. The point is, my dad wasn't in my life. Let's just leave it at that. Because if anything, if I elaborate, I don't want to say it goes into personal details, but if I elaborate, it's not. If I elaborate, it's a big deal, I guess, to elaborate. But yeah, like I said, I don't find that as a weird question as the whole. Maybe because, like I said, most people that I know, their dad left. But hey, you know. Then maybe that's why I don't find that being as a weird question as you know, if you're married. Okay, great, bud, great. Nice, thank you, buddy. Oh, I missed. That's why the lock-on is good. Sometimes. Only sometimes. It's because of that. But, I mean, I know I'm dying, right, guys? I know I'm dying and all that. But I did think this was gonna be a little more serious than normal. I do have somewhat of an ego, don't get me wrong. I do want to try to admit that I have a large ego, but Artorias is not as bad as I thought he was going to be. I just need to get good, like everybody says. Yeah, if you're not married after 25, you got a problem. Oh, that makes sense why you asked that. I don't think that's weird then. Yeah, I don't think that's weird then. I have a lot of problems, Nermit. I mean, I guess it would be unhealthy to say I can just laugh them off. But you know, yeah, I think there's a is premise the right word to use? I think that's not far off, let me say. Is that even a good thing to say? I wouldn't argue with that statement, Nermit. I think that's the best way I could put it without, like, fixating myself on the stance. I would not argue with that. No, dude. I try a lot, don't get me wrong. I'm definitely brave enough to tell people that I try a lot and that I'm the sensitive type of person. But I'm definitely not crying right now, my guy. I was trying when I was laughing at just fucking saying Lamau a lot. Well, not saying it a lot, but... Well, not crying, but my eyes had tears is what I'm trying to say. That's why I confused it with tears. I do cry often because of, you know, situations. I made a post about it on my community page. It's not like really in depth or anything. Like, I don't talk about the fact that my dad wasn't in my life. I don't think it's like a thing that like I should impose on people watching. Like, a lot of people, and I don't mean this as a mean way with other people that like make videos and do content and live stream, but a lot of people do trauma dumping on people that are strangers or while they're doing a live stream. I don't know, man. I'm just here to hang out, you know, with everybody. I'm not here to talk about my problems. They'll get figured out at some point. But yeah, the best thing I can say, I mean, maybe the best thing I can say sounds weird, but something I could say is that I wouldn't argue with the statement that you said with in India, you're not married by 25, you got some problem. I wouldn't argue with that statement. Thank you for saying that, Nermit. I've been through a couple of things, you know. Clearly I was abandoned by my dad, but, you know, we're trying. Appreciate you being kind. Anyway, not to get too sidetracked. That's a situation where I didn't want to get dark. I mean, that's not necessarily dark, but that's a situation where I didn't want to get to that point. It doesn't bother me. I don't mind talking about situations lightly, but it's just about changing the atmosphere while we're hanging out. I don't know how young you are, but I imagine that you were maybe not a lot younger than me, but definitely younger than me because of how you said you beat Dark Souls at 14. That's a tough question. I've never actually been asked for a tip from somebody. That's a tough question to answer. Thank you for honoring me with asking asking me for advice. One thing that I don't know. I don't really like saying things to people that are like simple or that you hear all the time, because I have looked for a lot of answers, let's just say. I've looked a lot of places, I've tried to learn a lot of things, because I've had a lot of things missing. And I've seen like a lot of people give, maybe blatant advice isn't the right word, but give really dry advice, give advice that you could, and I don't mean this in a bad way, like it's not like I hate books, but they give advice that you could read in a book very easily. You could read in practically anywhere easily, and I'm not saying, oh, I'm above that or I'm better or anything like that. I just tried my best to look for answers where they weren't something like fucking exercise. I mean, exercise is good, don't get me wrong. I do go out and exercise and stuff like that, but answers like that are silly, where people think that that's gonna solve a lot of life problems. One thing that I looked into was just stoicism and stoic advice. That's what has helped me more recently, and which I struggled with is I've struggled with a lot of things that I haven't been able to give up with my ego, but it's just it's a little overwhelming. But thank you again for asking me for advice. I can't think of anything at the top of my head to give. It's just a lot of things that have, well, I don't know. I appreciate you being here though, but let me see. Something I told somebody that asked me for advice. Somebody asked me for help during an interview, which is something I can help you with. Somebody that was not like around your age, but somebody that was applying to their first interview that watches my content and hasn't been here for maybe not a long time, but for a bit, because, you know, they're busy now with their day job. And they got the job, thankfully. But I know, or I'm assuming, you're not that close to getting a job or applying for work. And this is something that I just thought of right now, because I obviously, you know, gave it to somebody else, and I feel like it would help you as well in the future. Because, you know, you haven't started for applying for work, but that's a bit of a mountain, let's just say. And when people interview you, and I'm sure you'll go to interviews, even if you don't go to school. I know you typed something. Interview, yeah. When people interview you, because I know you go to school right now. I don't know how close you are to graduating, but you will get interviewed very soon. And that's the only advice I can give to you. Bro, I'm 14. That's true. I didn't know how old you were, because you said that you beat all the games at age 14. I was just assuming you were like 16, maybe 17 now from that. You know, I think I was assuming you were a little older from when you first beat them. I wouldn't know what advice to give you at that age, to be honest. I all of my life from that age was a bit of a blur. Yeah, I can't really help you at the age of 14. Thank you for letting me know though that I was going a little overboard with that, because that's the closest thing I can think of. I can't really help you with that, considering I didn't have anybody to help me with or do that. Everything I did at 14 was a mess. I can tell you stories from that. I skipped a lot of school from 14, dude. When I was 14, right, I ended up skipping middle school and high school all the time. All the time. So, you know, the only thing I could tell you is that's probably not good. But like I said, I can't get very good at bias at age 14 because I didn't have anybody to ask for help at that age. I just skipped school, and I never actually graduated from school. I got a diploma, don't get me wrong. But yeah, no, dude, I can't really do more. I can't be really much help until you're older or anything like that. Could help with, like, you know, art or like videos or like YouTube, but like life advice in general at that age, can't help, dude. I'm not a parent. I don't have kids. I'm not married. Like I've answered your question. I don't find that question is weird now. And like I said, I didn't really have a father for me. Well, I didn't have a father for me, period. So I didn't have anybody to ask advice. My mom was working because, you know, she's a single mom and stuff like that. So she was working. I couldn't ask her for advice. So I couldn't ask. Should you ditch school? I don't know. Since you're in India, I would say no, because I don't know what it's like over there. If it was something like you lived in the United States, or maybe you just have Indian culture, and maybe you don't live in India. I don't know, you know, where you live. But in the United States, I'm not the best example, my guy. Don't get me wrong. But in the United States, you could try it. Let me just say, I shouldn't encourage you to ditch school, but you could try it in the United States. But in any other country, I don't really know. Let's change the topic. That's a good idea. Like I said, I can't really give advice at that age. I didn't really have anybody to give me advice at that age. Anyway, give me a minute. If I die here, I'm gonna actually try to do more damage to this man than like less than half his HP bar. It'll be a little easier if my fucking controller wasn't bugging me. I am also like 3 deaths away from swapping controllers, even though my other controllers also have a lap stick problem. I am 3 deaths away from swapping controllers. We're gonna give a bit more of an attempt. I prefer talking with people, you know. I prefer hanging out in chat instead of like actually being like, oh, let's, you know, do damage to Artorias of the Abyss situation and take my Estus Flask when I actually have room, even though I didn't have that much room. But hey, you know, I made it out. Not that time. Yeah, I might swap controllers though. In another like 2 attempts. I'm gonna go get water, and we'll be taking a break, a 15-minute break, after these 2 attempts. But yeah, like I said, I don't want to push this off to people, right? Like, I don't want people to think, oh, I'm just reading chat and I get distracted. Like, I'm sure people are understanding and can see that changing your view to going to chat while you're fighting a boss is distracting, but like, my choice to look at it, don't get me wrong. But I do prefer looking over having private talk on a public server. No, I don't mind. I mean, there's a difference between me sharing public information, or not public information, private information with like what the situation with my family is and all that, besides me just being like, yeah, this happened, that happened. How many minutes? 15 minutes at most. I'll have a timer, but the break is not longer than 15 minutes. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if that's what you meant, Nermit, but it's good to let people know that I will be taking a 15-minute break. It doesn't count, even though I fell. How do we get back up? How did I even get down here, Lamau? I mean, I know how I got down here, obviously, but my question more than anything is like, I didn't know this was possible. Anyway, can you guys die? Thank you. Alright, we're gonna be taking a 15-minute break after these next 2 attempts on the Artorias. Is this where your boy... Yeah, this is where I'm talking about, where the controller is a problem. Like, it does regular speed, it doesn't do the, you know, running the little jog. Haha, that's true though. Like, I wish that was a joke. That's true. I wish that was a joke. I really wish that was a joke, though. I can't even like laugh at that. It's way too real that happens in the Minecraft content creation. Anyway, let me try this 2 more times without falling. Yeah, let's not go there. Let's not go there. Let me try this 2 more times without falling into a pit. And then we'll take a quick break. I'll get some water. I don't know if we'll beat Artorias today. Definitely gonna beat him tomorrow, though. Definitely gonna beat him tomorrow. Hopefully we can get that now. I mean, we do plenty of damage. As long as I don't go through the trouble of fucking getting double slammed. Yeah, this is my first time ever fighting Artorias. This is just what my first time fighting any boss is gonna look like. I mean, I can't wait till you guys see me fighting... What's the name of the girl in Dark Elden Ring that's like really hard? I don't remember the name of the girl in Elden Ring that's really hard. But I can't wait for people to see me fight that boss. First time. As I am guaranteed to struggle. Alright, buddy, come on. I get it, you don't like me. Okay, that's good to know. He can do 2, but he doesn't always do 2. I missed? Which isn't the worst, but isn't the best either. Okay, so it was too slow, too fast. Point is, it was the wrong timing. Yeah, the break is just 15 minutes. It's probably going to be less than 15 minutes, but it is 15 minutes. It's never higher than 15 minutes. You can hear the laugh, you're holding back. I can't laugh at that. I wish I could, but it's not funny. It really isn't. Anyway, let's not go there. I just missed that. Anyway. R'Lana, that girl from Elden Ring. Can't wait till people see me do that first time. Because I am gonna die a lot. I hear she heals? Hear that lady heals? Yeah, I'm gonna die a lot no, I don't know. To that boss in Elden Ring. It's a nightmare. For me, anyway. I mean, I say that, but I do enjoy the struggle. We're probably ever gonna change the controller, like I said. Because the only problem with the other controller is that it makes me walk... I still have the cable for it though, right? It makes me walk to the side. Am I going the wrong way? I am absolutely going the wrong way. Could I also Estus the fire? Could I also... We might do that after we come back from taking a break. We might also, what's it called? Kindle the flame. Yeah, this little walk is not me, by the way. Like, that slow walk is not me slow walking. It's just the controller not wanting to do the regular small little jog. I don't know why. I just had an issue with controllers ever since the Switch with that left stick. The truth about what though? I don't like making promises to strangers, Dermot. That's a very fearful aspect. You're asking me about friends? What do you mean? If I have friends? If we are friends? I need context. Alright, this is the last attempt because we did do one attempt before I fell in the pit. I think, anyway. That's a misremembering. Last attempt before we take a break, and then we do one more hour. Where we hopefully kill Artorias on the last hour. If not, then we, what's it called? Come back tomorrow, and he dies tomorrow. I needed to dodge left. Ah, I need to dodge forward. Alright. If I have friends or if we're friends, I need to know. I have friends. I just don't know if you're asking if we're friends. I can answer both if you want. But the other ones just sounds way more mean if I go that way. I don't want to sound that mean on YouTube, but. Wait, I don't mean the quick game. What am I talking about? Is it normal? What's normal? I don't know what you're on about. I just need context. Alright, team. I'm gonna go get water. I'll be here during the break. Well, once I come back from getting water, of course. Why can't I do my timer? The game doesn't want me to do timer for some reason. Please let me do timer. Problem is me, friend? No, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what you mean. I need context. I think you're trying to help us on, but I don't know what you mean by that question. Uh, let's start the timer. My friend says, my friend said it's normal. What's normal? I'm confused. Simple things fly over my head, so I apologize. I get dumbfounded at very simple things. Anyway, let me open up Dark Souls Remaster. We have that, and there's some background music on. I'm not. There's silence while I'm getting water. Let's see. Sure, I'll do that. I like music and everything. Alright, timer starting. I will be back very soon. I won't be back in 15 minutes. I'm just getting water because I need water to survive, especially with how hot it is. And we're probably gonna swap controllers, but yeah, I'll be back real quick. Okay, I'm back. We're back. Got another 12 minutes to go for break to be over. I'm gonna try my best to beat what's his name? Artorias. I'm trying my best to beat Artorias. The context. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get my water, but I mean drink my water, so I won't be talking every single time. Yeah, going through a bus, first time. It's always a fun experience, to say the least. It's just, I don't know if anybody can relate to this, but it's hard to describe the feeling of an area that you've never been to before. In game, obviously. And like, not like describe, obviously. Describe isn't the word describe. But in the sense where like, the first time experience, like people were used to say, "Oh, I wish I could play Dark Souls for the first time again." Now, people say that all the time. Like it's very difficult to decipher that and that experience, because this is the only time I'll get to feel it as well. I'm doing the DLC here and I'm doing Artorias fight, which is why I'm not really bothered about dying often, because this is the only time I'll get to experience being here for the first time, team. So I apologize for any of you who do mind that I'm dying a lot. If you do, I can't help you, really. I wish I could. But I'm just trying to enjoy my first time in here, because we won't be in here for the first time ever again. I don't even know what the map is like. I don't even know the layout of the place. Sure, it's like Darkwood Garden, similar to Darkwood Garden or whatever, but it's still relatively new in my eyes. Thanks again, everybody, for waiting on the break. I try my best not to take too many of them. I mostly do 2 breaks every stream. Appreciate everybody who dropped in and gave a like to the stream. It does help the whole YouTube business situation. I'm sure everybody notices I'd rather not mention it, because I don't really like talking about YouTube as a business, even though it is. It's not for people watching, and it's not for the people who, you know, hang out with me and are here to enjoy the videos. There's no point in me for talking about it like that. By the way, for those of you who have been on this channel for a long time, have noticed that I don't really do any milestone situations. I don't think I ever will. I don't like milestones. They're kind of cool. When YouTube was first a thing, I was like, oh look, 1 million subs, dude, the first person to get 1 million subs. Oh look, I got hundreds of thousands of subs, and there's not that many people with that many subs. Like, it was kind of cool in like 2010, you know. But I don't know, it's just kind of lame to like celebrate milestones. I just don't like it, because it's kind of, maybe derogatory isn't the right word, but it kind of, I feel like it demeans people who are here to hang out and watch and you know, spend time with whatever person's doing that milestone, to a number, and I don't really want to put people down to a number. Because, like, I don't know, it feels like everything puts you down to a number. Why would I want to do that why would I want to do that, period, you know? Like, I don't want to get too serious, but before I was talking about the interviews when I was trying to give advice, like I said, I'm gonna give advice for somebody that age, but what's it called? I had a lot of jobs. Not like I've had a lot of jobs to the situation where I haven't been able to keep a job. I just had a lot of jobs since, you know, COVID and a bunch of other stuff happened. I had to switch jobs, and a lot of jobs just put you down to a number or how many things you can do in this a lot of time, and that's just kind of demeaning to bring it to something like this where people are here to enjoy themselves instead of being factorized into a milestone or into like hundreds of people. I feel like everybody is always in the situation where they're drowned, not like that, but like drowned out by hundreds of people. So why bring it up into like milestones and situations? Anyway, I'm just trying to make the wait not boring, because obviously, I mean, I think it would be boring if it was silent. By the way, I don't know how people feel about this, or how people are gonna feel about this. But the next video is gonna be Pokemon. I don't know how soon it'll be, but it'll be Pokemon. After that, I want it to be Mega Man. But I do have other ideas that I want to do before Mega Man. Like, you know, the rest of Cuphead. That's an idea. I am glad I cut up Cuphead short. Because for those of you who read the update or the announcement, I don't remember if it was an update or an announcement. I think it was an update. I don't want to go 30 days without like showing something to people. Not like I'm obligated, right? But like, I don't know. I think it's kind of mean. Not like that. I don't know how to explain it. I just don't want to go 30 days without showing something. Anyway, we got another 3 minutes. I'm not gonna make you guys wait the entire thing. I'm just gonna drink some water, and then we're gonna go. Alright. We're still going to be using this controller for now. Just because I don't want to go through the trouble of hooking up an entirely different wire. We're gonna... Am I gonna try my best to kill Artorias? I'm just gonna try my best to enjoy it, really. Like I said. I'm never gonna be able to experience this for the first time again. I apologize for dying a lot too, but I really want to soak it in. I really want to get demolished by your boy Artorias. No, I really want to get the full experience. Get my money's worth. How did I get lost last time? What the fuck? Elevator's literally right here. How the fuck did I get lost? Oh well, who cares? Also, good thing this elevator isn't that far down. I could just fucking drop real easy. I can't. Well, I don't want to say that too early. I don't want to be like, I can't die. No, I very likely can indeed die, but I doubt, or I think it will be insanely difficult, if not impossible, just to die while trying to get that elevator. Unlike other elevators. Anyway, I'm gonna die to our toys real quick. A second. Backflip! What a little shit. Backflip! Aww. He's the coolest though. He's pretty cool. Like, there's somebody else who came in chat, who was called Theonidas. This is what their YouTube account said. Their YouTube account said their name was Theonidas, and they were telling me, or asking me first, what my favorite moment was. I was like, Orange Sinismo, it's actually really cool. It lives up to the hype. I would love to know if anybody thinks Orange Sinismo doesn't live up to the hype. Like, I have never met or talked to a person that says that Orange Sinismo does not live up to the hype. There could be someone out there. I could get a comment one day, but I think Orange Sinismo lives up to the hype. But outside of that, Artorias is pretty cool. Yo, what up, Nermit? Welcome back from the break. We're still dying to Artorias. Probably gonna keep dying to Artorias for the next 30 minutes. FYI, thank you everybody for stuck around during the break. I only have about 30 more minutes to go for this stream though. Tomorrow we're actually gonna try to kill Artorias. I mean, it's not like I'm not trying at all. I'm trying my best to learn how to dodge Mance and how he dodges me, but I'm also trying to have fun because, like I said earlier, it's my first time through this. But tomorrow we'll have enough time to, you know, go through the entire thing instead of wasting. Actually, I only wasted like 12 minutes on Gwendolyn. I can try, Nermit. I can definitely try. I don't know if I can answer some things, but I can try. I'll do my best. I just need context. Otherwise I'm probably gonna get confused. But like I said, we're only gonna be streaming for another 30 minutes. Thank you everybody for sticking around. We're back tomorrow for the same amount of time. Although we'll be back, maybe not like a lot earlier, but we'll definitely be back earlier because I have a commitment to take care of after this. I've arrived. What you're up to? Welcome, Kitchen Gaming. It's nice to see you again. I am trying to beat Artorias of the Abyss for the first time. I am sure you'll be happy to hear, Kitchen Gaming, that we were able to kill Gwendolyn. We were able to get through it, and I was able to do it first try. First try. I promise. Anybody who's watching the stream right now and didn't get to the beginning of the stream, if you click on the bot after the stream's over, you don't even. I mean, you can skip. I don't care. But you don't even have to skip. You can just watch me walk there, and it'll be first try. My vacations are over from tomorrow, so I don't think I can see your stream because it's very over my third time. Yeah, I appreciate you sticking around this long and this late, Nermit. I had a feeling you were on vacation because of not time zone differences, but just like differences in calendars, I guess is the best way I can explain it. Yeah, that's nice. Never doubted in you. Thank you, Kitchen Gaming. I appreciate that. I'm just trying to enjoy my first time through Artorias. I would say a lot of more crude jokes. I mean, they're not that crude, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't say anything of that, like, egregious. But I'm sure everybody knows that YouTube doesn't take anything lightly. Like, you can barely say kill or murder unless you're, like, hours into a video or hours into a stream. Like, 3 mil death. Why am I killing these guys? I was reading chat and I was like, yeah, swing. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. at night here. Damn, I appreciate you doing that. Or PM. PM? I think I get what you mean, is the point, is what I'm trying to say. How you been, Kitchen Gaming? Have you been gaming anything new recently? Have you been playing anything that you want to share? You don't have to. I just like to make conversation with asking about video games because I like hearing about new things. Heard a lot about new games. Something about a train. Looked into it. I think I have it wishlisted. Could be wrong. I'm also, I don't know. I'm also looking into Samus 3. Somebody asked me to look into Samus 3. There's a bunch. No, maybe not a bunch. There's a few other games that I have been recommended. Thing is, some won't get streamed, some won't get made into videos. I'm gonna stop talking for a bit and try not to throw. You gonna swing again? Yo! And that's where we take potion. I missed. What a joke. What a joke. What a sick joke! That's from Breaking Bad, right? I'm not sure. Maybe people are still scared. Maybe people are just scared. Kitchen Gaming. Because I haven't been smited by YouTube. But then again, I'm maybe a little more careful. It's a little too flattering to say about what I do. But I try my best to not get smited by YouTube. But I could also be wrong, and people could just be very scared of how the YouTube monetization and administration bot handles things. Because I hate the unalive. It's not really a trend, but I hate the unalive move. Like I don't know. I am speechless. I have no words for how much I absolutely hate the whole unalive situation. Anyway, sorry, I'm gargling my throat because I was not sick this morning, but I had not flu this morning. A stuffy nose this morning, I guess we could say that. But yeah, maybe YouTube is just not, and you're right, Kitchen Gaming. Yeah, you're probably right, Kitchen Gaming, and people are just scared. I keep saying on the live. I dislike that very much in any video. There's I don't know. I just really don't have anything else to say about people using that word as a substitute. It's just, and I'm not a grammar person. It's not about grammar to me. It's just not even funny. It's not even funny to me. Like, I wish I could just laugh at it. I'm trying to mod Dark Souls Remastered and trying to randomize it. Thanks for asking. I'm glad. I've never tried a randomizer. Just really fun. I'm assuming you haven't had your first one. But I don't think I'm planning any randomizers anytime soon. However, they sound really fun. I'm glad that they're getting really popular because there's a lot of games that I play that are what's it called? Hold on, let me just try a little bit. I might die after saying that, but yeah, I died after saying that. A lot of games that are like relics, I wouldn't. Relics might not be the right word, but a lot of games that are old, and also you could call them cult classics. I don't know. It's a lot of games that people don't know about. Let's just leave it at that. And they need randomizer mods, and randomizers are just getting so popular that like everything gets, what's it called? Everything gets a randomizer practically. It's really good. Is he required jog? I can't. One of the games that I played were some of the GBA games that are like, the least popular. That are getting randomizers now just for fun, just because people are just, I don't know, practicing programming, coding, and trying to get a randomizer going on GBA games. I think it's just a lot of fun to handle. Like I said, I haven't done one yet, but you know, I'm just glad a lot of games get them. I'm not the right word. I guess sad would be the right word. I am sad. Genuine. I don't know. I'm genuinely sad when some games get left out on certain mods and stuff like that. I remember modding Skyrim. I swear that game has mods for everything. I love modding, but Bethesda is funny sometimes, dude. I don't know if you played Fallout 4, you know, you hit me up if you played Fallout 4. I don't know what your icon is. Yeah, I don't know what your icon is, Kitchen Gaming. But what your icon reminded me of is an iBot from the Fallout series. Yeah, but regardless of that, Fallout 4 had an update where it was like, oh yeah, we're gonna do a quality of life update. Oh, we're doing what's it called? Creation Club update. We're doing a next gen update. Each update broke the fucking the mods. That's actually pretty good. Nermit. I love simple jokes like that. Well, the last punchline is better with lettuce. Pretty good though, Nermit. I didn't expect that. Alright. I have like 20 more minutes to try. We'll be good. I like Fallout. I have nothing else to add to that. I don't like Bethesda. I lied. That's the only other thing I had to add to that. I like Fallout, don't like Bethesda. God, Bethesda did not remake fucking... God, Bethesda did remake Oblivion. I'm not an Oblivion guy, don't get me wrong. I'm not an Oblivion man. But I'm glad Bethesda didn't remake Oblivion with the creation engine. Is that what it's called? What is it called? Gamebryo engine, that one. I'm glad Bethesda didn't do the fucking remake with the Gamebryo engine. Ah, that would have been disgusting to see Oblivion remastered, remake or whatever in Gamebryo. Anyway. What a nerd. What a fucking nerd. Stop running away from me, coward. What are you gonna do, AoE me? Do it. Do it, you bitch. That did kill me. Alright. That's a rough statement. I can tell you're depressed from your gameplay. I don't even know what to say to that. How is that? How do you even... Oh, by the way, there's Mushroom Lady. Mushroom Lady is useful for something. I can't remember. Tells you something, drops something. We got a few more attempts, and by a few more, we got a lot to go. Even if I fall in the pits, I don't know what it is with me and platforming. I mean, that's technically not platforming, but it's something I can't get over every time. I don't know if I want to put up a death counter. I just put a separate one for how many times I fall. That would be interesting to me. That's for sure, to see the ratio of how many times I died to how many times I fall. Or, yeah, to how many times I die to a boss. I do die to enemies that are not bosses sometimes. Often enough that it's substantial. I can see through your lie. I'm not lying to people. I told you that I told people about the situation in the post, the middle post. I have been as open as I can about it. Can't do more than like write. Trying to distract yourself. I wish. Alright, Artorias. I'm glad I wasn't close enough for that one. I thought I was gonna hit there. Well, I did get hit there, thankfully. What post? It's on the community page. You can read it. It's not that, like, far behind. It's a mental health post, let's just put it that way. I don't like going into detail about certain things, but I've been open as I can about it. But there's a post, I don't know how old it is. The mental health post talks about my mental health. Which is the best I can explain things. I mean, I can explain them more, but like Kitchen Gaming said, there's some things that it's not sure there. How do I word things to sound appropriate? I'm sure everybody knows how in the past people had take words a different way and make them look in a certain direction, which is a concern. Obviously, you shouldn't be super worried about that, but I still care about how I respond to people. So, yeah, there are things that we don't want to talk about, or people don't want to talk about publicly. But, yeah, I just don't want to go into detail about it publicly. But I've tried my best to, like, explain how I felt and how have things gone through. Because I don't know if I've said this, or I don't remember who I've said this to. But I did stop, what's it called? I think I did say this to Kitchen Gaming. I don't know who else I've said it to. That's currently watching or lurking, or talking in chat. But I stopped streaming for 4 years because of mental health situations. Alright, good. I thought I was gonna get stabbed right after that. Oh, I promise. I dodged that. Anyway, that's good. He has a second one, which I forgot about. I can heal here, question mark? That was a no to my question mark. I love how he just, like, did a little swipe at me as a dash away. It's very entertaining. Can't wait to see what Magus is like. I hope I'm not stuck on Magus. Because we're not, I mean, I don't know, maybe people watching feel like we're stuck. We're not in a position where I'm like, I'm worried about how well I'm doing. We're doing plenty of damage. And there, I don't think there's a closer bonfire. Could be. I could be missing a bonfire completely. But we're doing plenty of damage. The walk back isn't as egregious as fucking Gwendolyn. That shit was, oh, dude, honestly, I would have lost my shit if we were having these type of conversations while going through the scaffolding. I would have been so frustrated. I would have lost my mind. Cause it's annoying to have to walk back all the time just because of a little glitch. I gotta go now. I've been watching the Lord of the Rings movies again. Hope you do well. See you tomorrow. I've been trying to get into The Simpsons. I've never watched The Simpsons before until like yesterday. Hope you get into the Lord of the Rings series. I watched them when I was a kid, didn't finish them, so I don't really know anything about it to chat with you. But anyway, good luck with your day. I'll be back tomorrow for another 3 hours. And I'll see you next time. Hope to, anyway. Bye. Thanks for saying bye to Kitchen Gaming, Nermit. I appreciate it. I'm like half and half on this whole locking on situation. Also, you're right, Nermit. There was a boat, and you did vote. You did vote, Gwendolyn. I don't know if you. I'm gonna trust you and say that. I mean, that sounds rude. I trust you, and I say that that you did vote before I started the stream. I'm very confident in that. But like I said, at the very least, I was able to kill Gwendolyn first try. That's what I'm happy about. Not really first try, but I can't even say I decided to lock in for that fight. I just decided to stop being an idiot and stop dashing in front of the projectiles. I was like, I should just wait. I should just sit here and wait. Because all the other times were like, no, I gotta go, I gotta fight, I gotta swing. I wouldn't say dark or weird topics. Definitely, we've gone to one dark topic, but I wouldn't say more than one topic. I wish talking about mental health was... Well, actually, that's kind of weird to say. I don't know. I don't have a different statement to do. I don't know. Talking about mental health is just a normalized thing now, which is a thing I appreciate that has progressed. But the only thing was about like the father issues thing. That was a dark topic, which I did mention. I'm not trying to be like, you know, I pointed it out or whatever, but I did mention that those were dark before I started talking about them. Anyway, we're gonna try the kill Artorias of the Abyss before I finish here. I'm gonna talk about anything. I don't really mind. I do appreciate people sticking around, and I'm not bothered about those topics. There's just something that it's not entertaining for other people to watch. Mid-bonk stick is the best weapon. I love the club in Dark Souls 3. Even though I don't use it, I love beating up, what's his name? Urix Kandir with the Unga Boonga club. From the man's who's the deprived man. I think that's so fun to do. I loved playing deprived. I hate that I can't play the Deprived. I mean, not actually, right? I don't actually hate that I can't play the Deprived, but I wish I could do Soul Level 1 Deprived playthrough on Dark Souls 1. But no, the Pyroman. I'm not like trying to make fun of anybody, but no, the Pyromancer has to be the only one that starts at Soul Level 1. The naked guy doesn't start at Soul Level 1. No, how could you possibly think the naked guy is gonna start at Soul Level 1 in this video game? I'm just being facetious. I think that's the right use of that word. But outside of that, I'm gonna try beat Artorias for the next 7 minutes. We've gotten somewhere, like we've gotten closer, like we actually moved his health bar somewhere. How much does that mean? Not much, but no, I'm glad we moved his health bar somewhere. You little shit. I hate that you do that. You going for the stab? You going for the stab? Oh, wow. He hit me with a hilt apparently or something like that. He's got a broken arm, dude. He has a bad arm. He actually dodges. That's the one thing that I love about this guy. Man's actually dodges. Unlike every other nerd that we've fought so far, this dude actually dodges. Everybody else is a fucking idiot. Doesn't even get out of the fucking way. Torius actually gets out of the fucking way. He actually has a fucking brain. Okay. Sir, I know you're upset, sir. I know you're upset, but we can dodge all day. I don't know if I can dodge that one all day, but I can definitely dodge your backflips all day. They're really cool, but they're not as scary as everybody made them out to be. Like I saw a lot of videos back when I didn't play Dark Souls 1, because I played Dark Souls 3 before I played Dark Souls 1, since on PC Dark Souls 1 was compromised. What's it called? Dark Souls was compromised, and what's it called? People were getting hacked. Bro, I feel sad seeing your gameplay. Well, I can't help you. I wish I could. Yeah, but that first one was compromised when it first came out and people were getting hacked. It wasn't something I was gonna, risk to do. There was like a mod that informed people, that told them if they had a hacker in their game, but it was safer not to do that at all. You have to quickly yeet yourself out of the game. All right, let me see if this controller will cooperate again. Hi, buddy. How you doing? Go. You could do 3 if you want. I missed. That's fine. I just don't really want to log on to Mans. I was hoping I'd get through that. What a shame. We're gonna go for 3 more, and then we're gonna try tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll be able to do it without a problem. I think I can get down to your boy Calamite though, just by throwing myself off near the edge. And then thing up at the bottom, where those dogs were that are applying bleed. How are we gonna get to, what's his name, Manus? I've never seen anybody get to him. Just something that looks like horror things going on. Try adding more colors, not black and red. Well, depends on what layout you use in their image. I'm assuming from you saying that it's because of you're using the white or the bright YouTube. If you're telling me that from dark YouTube, I'd be very confused. But I'll still take that feedback. But yeah, that's the reason why they look like that. Is because of if you're using the brighter version of YouTube, the white out layouts instead of the dark mode. I never thought about that. Skip the boss? No. I'm sorry, that's not up for vote right now. Skipping the boss is definitely not up for vote right now. I love his pocket sand move, dude. Oh god. I knew he was gonna go for a third one, but I didn't really know what I could do about it. There we go. Alright, we're just gonna wait for the AoE. Skipping the boss is not on the table. I don't know why I always have some trouble with that backswing. Backswing always gets me for some reason. Not that one. You gonna jump? Oh, not like that though. Come on, man. I fucked that up real bad, actually. I had a chance to hit him there, but damn, I'm still debating if I should lock on to Mans. I got 2 more to go before I run out of time for today's stream. Hey, what's up, gardeners? Thanks for coming by. I'm not a plant though, buddy. Just reminds me of more Darkwood with fucking pitchfork savages or pitchfork. Well, savages never had any pitchforks. Pitchfork villagers. Anyone to share your problems with? Yeah, I have a friend of mine who I knew from high school, and this girl I hang out with. That's the 2 people I have to, you know, do that. Now the question is, do I share my problems with people? That's a different question than if I have people to share my problems with. Alright. Have this one and then one more, and then we'll be coming back tomorrow with the attempt. He's gonna do another one? No, he didn't. What a surprise. That is a surprise too. What a shame. I got one more here to try before we finish the stream. And tomorrow we'll kill him. That'll take too long. Also, that'll get more than 2 bosses killed tomorrow. If we do get, well, I mean, we do. I'm confident we'll get Artorias, but I mean, like, if we do get to Calamy or Mans, I'm pretty sure we'll get to Calamy. Big games, I don't have anyone. I mean, at least you're in school, though. I know that is big, for somebody that's older than you, like 28. But I don't know if you heard this or anybody has said this to you. There's definitely a implausibility to come across people after you're outside of school and have a reason to talk with them. I hope that explains things well. Because even though people do that joke of go out and touch grass, like, nobody talks when you're outside, let's be honest, team. I go out all the time. I'm not going out to fucking, like, talk to people, don't get me wrong. But I'm out there to just do exercise every now and then, because they're go outside. I do play video games a lot. So I think I should go outside. Not more like that, but you know what I mean? But the point is, right? I have not met anybody since, you know, the person I know from high school and this girl I hang out with. She's been on stream before. Well, I mean, I think both people have been on stream before and on videos before. Well, actually, that's not an I think. Yeah, both of the people I'm talking about have been on stream and on videos. What an angry boy! What an angry boy! Look at an angry boy. He's angry. He wanted to throw pocket sand at my ass. I hate that backswing. I don't know why I suck at that. But that backswing is something I just... having an issue dodging. Can you backflip? Thank you. Ah, his body. I rolled into his body. Stranger danger. You're right. You're very right. You're very right about that. Stranger danger for all ages. Like, can't say anything about that besides stranger danger for all ages. This shit's nothing but a joke. I'm gonna be honest, man. I cannot give you any jokes like that. You can't make any remarks like that. Otherwise, YouTube or people or things are gonna pop up. I don't like how people made that seem. But yeah, that's it for the attempts that I have. I don't have warp to bonfire. There we go. We're gonna be back tomorrow with more, and we'll be beating Artorias. We do enough damage. It's not that big of a deal. I apologize for everybody who was watching and wanted me to beat him today. Just really wanted to enjoy the first time me being here, because we're never going to be back like this again. COVID-19. What about COVID? YouTube doesn't strike your channel for that anymore. It did when it was 2020 though. Anyway, we're gonna come back tomorrow and I'll have a post in a few hours. What's it called? We'll be shooting for another 3 hours tomorrow. And then we will probably be done with Dark Souls. It depends on how hard Manus and Calamy is, really. Because if we beat Calamy tomorrow, then we're definitely going to be done with Dark Souls next week. And yeah, we're going to be done with Dark Souls next weekend if we beat 2 bosses tomorrow. Just a heads up. What advice, my guy. Appreciate the emotes, appreciate the likes, and thank you everybody for sticking around. I hope to see you on tomorrow's stream.